intent is clear. He thinks that if he can push these trials until after the 2024 election, that he can win the presidency in November, install a lackey at the top of the DOJ, and that person would then withdraw the DOJ from its own prosecution of Trump. Of course, that wouldn't help him in Fulton County, which is a state prosecution, and yet you wouldn't be surprised to learn that Trump and his allies have already begun taking steps toward having that case removed to the federal court system. Mark Meadows, Trump's former chief of staff, filed with the court on Tuesday to move the suit to federal court just one single day after he was indicted in Fulton County. Only, small problem, this isn't the jurisdiction of the federal court system. The executive branch of the federal government, where Mark Meadows was a part, plays no role in the administration of elections, and that's by design. It's left up to the states to administer their own elections, and then for Congress to certify the elections. And so the idea that the White House chief of staff is going to convince the federal court system that an issue that he has zero jurisdiction over, an issue that his entire branch of government is purposefully excluded from, should somehow be removed from a state court system is really one of life's great mysteries. I would say good luck, but I wouldn't actually mean it. Now, in terms of the likelihood of this case being removed to federal court actually happening, I discussed that possibility with my Legal Breakdown co-host Glenn Kirshner.
It would be a federal court judge that Donald Trump's lawyers would file a motion to remove the case with. That federal court judge will decide whether there were, such sort of unique federal circumstances. For example, if Donald Trump was acting entirely within the scope of his official presidential duties, then the case would have a chance of being removed from state court to federal court. The last thing, in my opinion, any judge would conclude is that trying to overturn the results of a presidential election is somehow within the scope of the duties of a president of the United States. I actually think there is very little chance, perhaps no chance, that this case will be removed from Georgia State Court and be transferred over to federal court.
So look, Trump and his allies will inevitably try their hardest to get this thing moved to a court system where they could then undermine it if Trump's Hail Mary play of winning the presidency materializes, but recognize what they're doing. Even amid a raft of prosecutions predicated on his conspiring to undermine the democratic process and the law,